same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And a foul ball. Adames goes 6'1", hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 0-1. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Step off. Oh, he jumped early. To second, and he's out.
Ist noch alt da? Wer kommt?
Swing and a miss, strike one. One out, bases empty.
Ach so.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count is 0-2. In the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. He did not go around. Foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and the inning is over. Top of the second. Here's the catcher, Josh Gibson. Kluber back to work. Into center. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz.
Well, that pitch right there didn't even sniff the zone. He was all out of whack on that delivery.
First and second, no outs. Now the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
0-1.
Ja, wir noch viele Wäsche.
In the air out to center. It falls in, and that's a base hit. Now a long throw home. In there safely.
Ja, viele Wäsche hier.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI.
Ganz
Just a
ja,
very
meine
nice
Frau wird sich
approach
freuen.
and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Kannst du so ein Dings machen, wie heißt das? Was in Amerika gemacht wird. Also das ist ja mit Münze.
Torres makes the grab. One down. Gleyber Torres up to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls, one strike.
Torres on to second. They get one. Over to first. Nice pick. We head to the bottom of the second. Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That swing.
Así, come her. Así, ven acá.
Lots of pop.
Komm her.
Only triple digits.
Guck mal, wer da.
Not able to catch up to that velocity.
Weißt du, wer das ist? Nein, wer ist das?
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Frag.
No balls, two strikes.
Frage.
Hola.
Line drive.
Hello.
Calls it in.
Yes, sir.
And there's one away. Ozzy Albies up to the plate.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right.
Yeah.
But in this game of baseball,
vi
not
foto.
everything is in your control.
Will die sehen. Will mit Kamera.
No, ich will gucken.
Comes up empty as he
Du willst
chases that
gucken?
one in the dirt.
Ja.
1-1.
Ja, weil ich muss mit Kamera, warte.
Ich will gucken.
Ja, warte. Ruf mit Kamera an, du nicht.
Ja.
Ja, WhatsApp.
Ok.
Anda.
Bunch attempt, but that goes foul.
Date. Que va a llamar ahora. Espérate, que Nini va a llamar. Mírala ahí. Mírala ahí. Ah, no, date. Espérate, mami, la llamo ahora.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Yes. Yeah, Nim, Maciel.
Hello.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Bate. Deja Dinis. Jetzt nochmal.
Hello. Howdy.
Swing and a miss. On to the third inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
The shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
And that is out of play.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Fouled off. He was late. Hit in the air.
Así es.
Right field.
Así es, papi.
faces Ozzy Albies up to hit.
Ja, Freddy?
Albies is
Ja,
playing on the
Celular.
road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet
Oh,
fish.
meine
This guy
Güte.
owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his
Ich
fish
habe
when he's
nichts
away.
kaputt gemacht.
In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Yes.
That
Ich habe
misses the
gestern,
zone.
ne, gestern habe ich nur ein, zwei Spiele, aber vorgestern habe ich gar nicht gespielt. Heute habe ich ein bisschen gespielt, aber ich gucke gleich Serie.
Swing and a miss.
Ah, una serie ahora.
Zone.
One ball, two strikes.
Welche Serie?
And that's in the dirt.
Wie heißt sie nochmal? Jack Reacher? Kennst du Jack Reacher oder so?
Nee.
Das ist eigentlich ein Film.
Back up the middle. Over to first.
Genau.
And Albies is retired.
Das war ein Film, aber das ist, haben die jetzt die Serie
And now the
gemacht.
batter is Carson Kelly.
Netflix?
Nee, die ist auf Amazon Prime.
Kelly getting the starting catcher.
Guck auf
30
Netflix.
years old now.
Die
And
ist
he was
on
a
Amazon
second round pick back in 2012. Now one
Two
miss.
balls, no strikes.
Hab ich auch. Aber da muss ich gleich nochmal überweisen. Ich habe einen Zettel gekriegt.
Next pitch a slider that misses
Setting.
outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there.
Und?
Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Ich weiß nicht, wieso ich Amazon Prime habe. Ich kann einfach Filme gucken, aber ich bezahle gar nicht Amazon Prime. Ich verstehe das nicht.
On the ground.
Aber voll
Torres
viele Filme kannst du
handles
trotzdem
to
nicht gucken.
first.
Trotzdem für
And
bezahlen.
that
Nee, nee, für ein paar Filme ja. Die muss ich selber zahlen oder so. Oder Filme, die im Kino sind oder so, die muss ich selber zahlen. Ja. Aber das sind viele Serien, viele Dinge, die ich sehen kann.
back here on the south
Ich
side.
weiß nicht, ob das
And
Filme
on the
sind
hill
oder
in this one, Mike
ob ich
Messina.
Amazon Prime
We know he's
manchmal
one of
ich
the best in
bestelle
the
Sachen,
game, doesn't make many
dass
mistakes,
sie mir
and
aber
if he's in a
irgendwas
pinch,
ein Jahre
he'll make up a pitch
abgezogen haben.
and throw something that you've never seen before.
Ja, du hast ja manche, kannst du die frei gucken, wenn du die Sender abfährst, ne?
We go to the bottom of the first.
Sender?
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop,
Ich
Ellie
hab
De La
alle.
Cruz.
Bezahle ich extra. Aber ich habe von meinem
Hit hard, but
Vater aus
foul
Amerika,
off
der
to
hat
the
mir so einen
left.
Stick geholt, wo alles von, der ist in Amerika angemeldet. Aber ich komme auf den nicht
Swing and a
klar.
miss as he was
Da
late.
kannst du alle Filme gucken, die sind
No
alle
balls,
frei.
two strikes.
Ja. Ist das ein I?
And a good eye there.
Really good take,
Ich kann nicht
especially with two
verstehen. Mein
strikes.
Fernseher ist doch hier kaputt gegangen. Und ich weiß jetzt gar nicht, wie ich
Foul
geholt
and
habe.
miss. Struck him out.
IPTV oder
One
was?
gone here. And now the center fielder, Ken
Kannst du
Griffey
viele
Jr.
Sender gucken, du kannst viele Filme gucken, die du in Deutschland
Just off the
gar nicht
outside
siehst.
edge. And that's ball one. Ramirez makes his way towards it, snags it for the second out. Here comes Aaron Judge.
Den Stick. Die Bewerbung.
Ja,
Und was
Check
du hast nicht
swing,
gesucht,
called
ne?
strike.
doch habe ich, aber ich bin hier gerade bei Joel im Zimmer. Ich will hier nicht so rumschleppen,
And a
weißt du?
swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Ich hab ihm
Well, you
vorhin
got the
gesagt, dass
hitter
ich
already
irgendwie
chasing that nasty
hab ihn
slider.
gefragt,
If you're on
ob
the
ich hier
mound, you just want to
geschlafen
expand the zone right
war,
now.
wenn er
Get a
wiederkommt.
swing.
Ah, threw it by him. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz.
Dann schlafe ich in der Stube auf der Couch.
Ball one there.
No strikes.
Ich wollte dich noch anrufen.
Yeah, that's fouled
Ja,
off.
was
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0
Richtig.
count. Just not able to square it up.
Ja. Nein, ist besser als
That
Spätschicht, ne?
misses, and it's 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing, and it's popped straight up. Gibson is there. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Finger an,
And now, Pavin Smith.
abwaschen, Badezimmer und dann gute Nacht, Leute.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Pulls it down and there's 2 gone.
Ja, dann machen wir ja jetzt, du kommst ja morgen dann, ne?
Ich werde morgen Abend in Bremen sein, auf jeden Fall.
Nehmen wir den Stick mit.
He swings and fouls one off.
Ja. Wenn ich jetzt wüsste, welche Handtasche ich morgen mitnehme, hätte ich den schon reingetan. Aber das weiß ich
Und
nicht.
ist das der andere Stick von der Sender auch?
Da muss ich noch mal gleich in Ruhe gucken.
High fly ball out into
Ich
left
kam
center
damit
field.
irgendwie nicht zurecht.
Hauls it in to end the
Aber
inning.
ich muss Tennislecken Schienen gegeben.
Here on the south side, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now David Ortiz. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Und wir müssen endlich gucken wegen Schloss Danke.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
Ja, wir sind
Everything
die
was
30
on
schon
time and
richtig
fluid
frei.
in that swing. Got a pitch
Ich
you
glaube,
can get
es
the
sei denn,
barrel
wir
on and line it
finden
into
einen
center for the
spontan.
knock. Those always feel good.
0-1.
Josh Gibson.
Ja,
Now the
manchmal
box
sind da ja unten so eine
comes up
Angebote, ne?
empty
Da
with a
gucke ich auch
swing there.
zwischendurch. Dass man dann einfach
Strike
sagt,
two.
okay, gutes Angebot, dann fahren wir jetzt an.
Rudder at first with no outs here.
Mein
Cuts
Problem
and
ist halt
misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Christian Yelich.
Geld. Sonst, wenn ich mein Urlaubsgeld kriege, muss ich
First
was
pitch
von
misses.
wegtun und am besten dir geben, damit ich da nicht rangehe.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Das war im ersten April. War heute auch so ein Vorstellungsgespräch.
Ja.
Aber also jetzt, weißt du, was anderes, was ein bisschen mehr, also ein bisschen bessere Geld. Aber so halt
That one
nicht so
finds
teuer.
the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Also nicht so, weißt du, die nicht so anstrengend ist.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike
Aber nicht
two.
gut bezahlt oder wie?
Ortiz leads off first with one
Ich
away.
dachte zumindest, aber
Strike three,
so
and
wie der
that's
aussieht,
2 in a row.
bezahlen die nicht so gut, weil,
Now JD Martinez at the plate.
aber das fand ich ein bisschen komisch,
Swing and a miss as
weil
he
zum
was late
Beispiel,
that time.
ich habe die
Check
gleiche
swings.
Stelle,
Did he go? Yes, he did.
Mhm.
0-2.
aber durch eine Sidefirma,
Makes the grab, and that is the inning.
haben die mir gesagt 3000 netto,
Ja.
das 3000 netto, 3,1 oder so würde ich dann bekommen.
Top half of the third.
Dann
Now
hat
it's
er mir
gonna
das
be
erklärt,
JD
wieso kommt das auf
Martinez.
diese Menge. Und der hat mir alles zugerechnet,
Swing, a fly
Spesen,
ball in the air out
dies,
towards right
das,
center
weißt du, so
field.
Spesen,
And there's one down. Now at the plate,
Schläge.
Manny Ramirez.
Und da habe ich gesagt, okay, das hört sich gut an, ne? Und bei Steuerklasse 3, ne? So,
And there's a
das
foul
eigentlich
ball.
so, ne? Und dann habe ich dann, aber ich habe mir die Arbeit damals nicht angenommen und das waren schon zweimal das, weißt du, dass ich mich da beworben, die wollten mich haben.
That one not close.
Aber das Problem war, wie heißt das?
On a line out towards center.
Am Ende wollte ich dann doch nicht,
Base hit.
weil es war Spätschicht, Nachschicht, Nachschicht nicht, aber so Spätschicht,
Couldn't have timed it
Frühschicht und
up
so.
any better than that. I could watch
War
base hits like
irgendwie,
that one all day
und weißt du,
long,
bei
man.
mir
So could every
Spätschicht,
hitting
ich
coach
hasse
in the league.
Spätschicht,
Just a
dann
nice
nicht
line drive into
Spätschicht
center
arbeiten.
field.
And here is
Max
Pete
Downing.
Crow
Ich mag
Armstrong.
überhaupt keine
Junior,
Spätschicht, weißt du, und
under
deswegen
it.
habe ich gesagt, so,
Puts
weißt
it
du,
away for the out. And
okay,
there's
dann
the out.
habe ich gelassen und jetzt, und auch wegen
So the
Alba,
lineup
weißt du, weil
flips
ich muss
over.
das Serie
Next
abholen,
to
mein
hit, Ellie De La
Nachmittag,
Cruz.
also
Slide
für
to
sie ein
right,
bisschen schwieriger,
his first time.
pünktlich zu kommen,
This
weißt
one
du.
smoked, could be trouble. Lead runner
Genau.
touches second, headed for third. Headed for the plate.
Deine Frau braucht einen
The
Eber.
throw is offline and he's in to score.
Haben wir
And it's
gekauft.
1-0.
Well, they strike
Echt
first
jetzt?
as he gets the job
Ja.
done to bring home the run. Ripped
Haben
that one
uns
down the line
in
and
10
kept
Tagen
it fair.
oder
And
3
even
Wochen.
when you hit it that far out front, you
Ich glaube,
still
damit
have to
bist du
keep your
schneller
hands
unterwegs
tight to your
als
body
mit
so you
Bus
don't
und
hook
Bahn.
around that baseball and put it in
Guck mal,
foul
also musst du auch
territory.
nicht
And
früh
that right there
aufstehen.
was perfect.
2 outs and a runner at third. We're
Aber
here
du
in the
kannst
top
andere Wege
half of
fahren,
inning
wo
number
du
3.
nicht mit dem Auto lang
Gets a
kommst und
piece
so.
and it stays 0-2.
Aber eigentlich will ich auch damit fahren.
Wie denn eigentlich?
In the dirt, but kept
Erstmal die
close.
Frau.
Nice job behind the plate
Wir
there.
müssen echt mal im Sommer hier eine Fahrradtour machen, ey. Du kannst ja auch die
Well, he's
E-Bikes
desperately
aussuchen.
looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it
Maciel.
around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Muss hinten Warnplatz
1-2.
machen.
Gets a
Das
piece
ist auch das
there.
andere,
Again.
was man kaufen
Eighth
muss.
pitch
Du
of
musst
the
mir auch so
at-bat
einen
coming
so
up.
einen Wagen oder wie heißt das, so einen
So ein Anhänger.
That one
Anhänger.
off the mark. Now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can
Weil
be
er ist jetzt im
frustrating
Alter,
for
wo er
pitchers
eigentlich
because he
schon
fouls off so
auf
many
sechs-
pitches and grinds out the at-bat.
Glaub,
I'm sure there's
er-
some times where a pitcher would rather just give
Ja,
up
auch.
a first pitch single than to have to
Die
waste
Oma,
6 or
Keine
7
lang,
pitches
aber
on one
die
hitter.
Oma wollte ihm sowieso eine Dings kaufen.
Tosses to first. That ends the
War er
inning.
jetzt.
And they limit the
Aber
damage.
Hat er gar keins?
nee, noch keins.
Dann weiß er ja noch gar nicht, wie das Gefühl ist auf dem Fahrrad, ne?
Nee, aber das ist hier ist auch hier, weißt du, hier innen, das ist so.
Back at right field as we
Weißt du,
go
wenn man auf
to the
Dorf
last
ist
of the
und
third. Down the third baseman,
Ich bin
Terry
auch nicht auf dem
Pendleton.
Dorf.
nee, aber deine Straße ist so ein bisschen mehr familiär. Das ist so.
Messina back to work.
Dann suchst du dir so eine Straße.
Late with the
Aber auf
swing
dem
there.
Gehweg erstmal nur, damit er Gefühl kriegt. Du musst ja erstmal Spitzräder. So oder so.
Der killt schon ein bisschen das Gefühl.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings
Ist schon ein
through it.
bisschen so.
Well,
Ein
this can be
bisschen
kind of
gefahren, aber.
frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup
Weißt du, wann
seems to
ich
be
Fahrrad
swinging at
gefahren bin
everything.
ohne Spitzräder?
Fights that one away and the count remains
Ich
0-2.
war 2. Kinder, glaube ich, 3. Ich glaube,
Swing
war
and a
der
ball
Spät.
hit out
Ich glaube,
towards
der war
left
schon
center
früh.
field. Nabs it, one away.
Aber dafür ist der Spielplatz ja hier auch gut, ne?
Here's Gleyber Torres. Here's something to watch, Singy.
Aber der
He's got the
Anhänger
best
war nicht gut.
OPS on the
Kannst auch
team.
gut
He
mit
can
Eigenbussen
hurt
fahren.
Ramirez on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball.
Auf jeden Fall.
1-0.
Ja, der hat jetzt, wir haben jetzt Fahrrad. So ruhig.
Wo
This
hast
is
du
a
das
win.
gefunden?
2 outs.
Die heißt Fido.
Was?
Fido, die kommen, weiß nicht, ich glaube, die kommen aus Italien, aber das ist ja,
Comes up
sollte voll
empty.
gut
That's
sein, weißt du,
strike 2.
also vom Preis her, so, weißt du, und
Ja.
weil in Deutschland alles sind zu teuer, weißt du, und die kommen so, also die Qualität und so, weißt du, ich meine, ist so wie eine von 2.000, 3.000, oder keine Ahnung, so weißt du.
Ganz ehrlich,
Clobbered to right field.
wenn
Way
du das 50
back.
kriegst, du das
Gone.
50. Heißt nicht, dass das schlecht oder so.
Nee, aber es ist schon gute E-Bikes, also es ist schon hochwertig, weißt du, nur das Ding ist, die Hersteller sind nicht aus Deutschland, sondern Italien. Und die sind viel günstiger als in Deutschland, weißt du, weil die Preise ändern sich. In Deutschland sind die Fahrräder hier alles teuer. Und weil die Dings nicht weil das nicht hier gekauft wird, deswegen ist das billig, weißt du, weil es wird ja aber mit dem Preis von Italien gekauft.
Nächste Woche dachte ich.
As we go to the top of the fourth. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Übernächste Woche. Dann gibt's Geld, ne?
Gibt's Geld?
This one in the air.
Ja, heute
Ortiz sizing this one
Ich
up.
bin noch am 5 Spielen.
Now the catcher calls him off for the catch.
Übernächste Woche.
And there's one away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Not even close there.
Leute, die rechts
Ball one.
spielen, was in den Büchern geschrieben war, nach ihren Werten. Offenbar. 2012.
And another ball.
Achso, Sonntag werde ich dann nicht mit in die Gemeinde sein.
And that one hammered back there.
Right.
Out of here.
Weil ich morgen Abend
A
rausgehe.
monster shot to right. And they grab the lead. It's 2-1.
Ich weiß ja nicht, wann ich wieder nach Hause komme wegen Zug und so.
High
Ne? Ich
fly
fahre nicht mit dem
ball,
Auto.
right field. Yelich on the move. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Okay.
Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to
Wer
work
fährst du
the
nochmal
next
mit
hitter, and a
Cynthia?
tough one at that.
Genau.
A dive. Nice stop. From his knees, the throw. On the money. Nice play.
Aber was war der denn eigentlich zuvor? Wo war der genau hin?
Wir wollten eigentlich nach Hamburg.
And we're back. Aaron Judge at the plate.
Aber da ist das Wetter noch schlechter als hier. Und der Weg
Judge
ist
spoils that one. Judge, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013. And Judge takes a strike.
Ja, okay, war.
Also da hätte ich jetzt Bock drauf. Ich habe auch was zu tanzen.
Ramirez, right
Bebé,
there.
¿cuándo es la vaina esa de Jairo?
Out number 1. And the batter now, David
Lo que tú me dijiste de Jairo.
1 for 1 with a single so far.
¿Ese es hoy? Será mañana.
Fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul.
Y tú vas si quieres ir mala. Tú querías ir mala.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Kelly to first. Out on the drop, third strike.
Heute ist
2
was,
gone.
weißt du, hier in Bremen.
Josh Gibson stepping in now.
Well,
Im
maybe
Restaurant,
approaching this at bat with
da
a
mit
bit
Terrasse.
too much determination. Sometimes you
Ja,
just
in so
gotta let
einem
the game come to
Restaurant,
you.
wir werden die Terrasse aufmachen.
And first off,
Da
right, is fouled
spielt
off.
hier la Villa Catino dice Jairo.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Ortiz. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
Ich guck mal, was morgen. Aber Towers. Der sieht doch nicht.
We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder,
Es
J.D.
wird ja morgen
Martinez.
erst auf Berlin. Ich hab wieder Umsatz gewartet.
Aber wieso, wenn Cynthia kommt und dann kommt wieder zurück oder was?
He swings and misses
Ich
at
denke
the
mal, die
first
brauchen
pitch.
frische Klamotten.
0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Weißt du, ihr Auto steht hier?
And that's the
Ihr
first out.
Hausverschlüssel hier. Ich habe ihr
Manny
Autoschlüssel hier.
Ramirez, the next to hit.
Sie sagt, sie
Singleton
kommt.
scored his first
So wie
time.
letztes Mal, wie Dienstag schon? Nee, Mittwoch. Dienstag oder Mittwoch? Und seid ihr wieder gekommen?
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Ja. Und seitdem warte ich eigentlich. Da den Tag, da sagte sie, bleibt in Bremen.
That's inside.
Da hatte ich frei. Heute habe ich wieder frei und sie ist wieder nicht bekommen. Das habe ich aber vorhin noch gesagt. Funktioniert so nicht.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Bitte?
PayPal oder IBAN? Habe ich ihn durchgeschickt, meine IBAN.
Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And there's a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
Ja, dann scheiße.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
The other way, and that's just foul.
Ja, wir rennen dann morgen dann weiter.
Now the 0-1.
Sag mir auf jeden Fall
This ball's
Bescheid
chopped to the ground.
wegen morgen, wann du da bist und wann du kommst.
And Albies is retired. And that is that.
Vielleicht kann man sich noch was sehen, vielleicht noch erstmal was machen, bevor ihr auf die
We head to
Die
the
ganzen
bottom of the
machen.
5th. To the batter now, Christian Yelich.
Alles klar. Dann bis morgen.
Morgen, ciao.
Ciao.
And that one fouled off.
A che ora?
Should be extra bases. The relay, and he's out. And here is J.D. Martinez. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Now batting. The third
And
baseman,
here is
Eh?
Terry Pendleton. Flied to left his first
Yeah.
time. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire. Here on the south side. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly. Cueto back to work. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
the first baseman, number 34.
And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there. And on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Tapped out front of the plate. To Elliott, second for one. Relay to first, double play. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. Both 2 in this one. First pitch just misses.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Martinez settles under it and makes the... Back here on the south side, bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Big swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Albies on the move. Makes the catch. 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He's already homered here in this one. Albies on to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. That's outside. Ball 1. De La Cruz fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off, Terry Pendleton.
Terry Pendleton.
The right-hander back to work. That one ripped. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground. Runner in scoring position, no outs. J.D. Martinez will hit. Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly, and they lead by 2. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak
on the ground at first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie. There goes the runner. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Two balls, no strike.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Obi Milner.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and
swing and a ground ball. Slings to first in time. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. In the air, left field. Martinez under this one. Drops into the glove. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here is Aaron Judge. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Ramirez makes his way towards it, makes the catch for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
David Ortiz now at the plate, 1 for 2. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Check swing, no appeal. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Tying run at the plate. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
De La Cruz trying to get to it. Brings it in. That's out number 2. And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
Messina over to first. Ortiz back in on a dive. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Comebacker to the mound. 3rd out.
He's out.
Back at right field. We're at the top of the 8th. At the plate, Carson Kelly. And that one fouled off. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Bunted back towards the mound. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. So a man at first. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Into center and a base hit. Kelly around second, on his way to third. To third, tag, got him. And now Pavin Smith, 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. In the dirt. Man at first, 1 away. And the sweeper misses for a ball.
3 balls.
In the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's 2 down. And now here is Terry Pendleton. That one's in there, 0-1. In the dirt, blocked.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. J.D. Martinez stands in.
J.D. Martinez.
De La Cruz. The throw to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Next to hit, Terry Pendleton. Towards first, Ortiz. And he's out on the tag.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Man at first, and now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. They take the force out. That's out number 3. We go to the 9th, and now the right fielder, J.D. Martinez. Milner back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Griffey in pursuit. Squeezes it. 1 up, 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. You're in the top of the 9th. That one not close. And the count even, 1-1. Hit in the air, left field. De La Cruz sizes this one up, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
The center
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 3. Strike 1.
All ones the count.
Strike 2.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
And we're back. Bottom 9, digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. Albies throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Got him looking. And they're down to their last out. So 2 down now, and here is David Ortiz. Way back there. Adios, pelota. A shot to the opposite field. It's 3-2. Here's the catcher, Josh Gibson. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul out of play. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Martinez running hard to get it. And that is the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.
¿Quieres verme ver? Claro. ¿Cómo, compadre? Lo estoy usando. No, tiene que tener. No, que lo traiga yo. Para ver que yo vi. No, no. Pelas. A ver, lo puedo mal entender. Que lo venga, 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 venga. ¡Asiel! Ven. 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 Tío. ¿Cuál de los tíos es? Es un tío. ¿Qué tío es? Agarra el celular. Es un tío. Es un tío. ¿Quién es? Es un tío. ¿Cuál de los tíos es? Ese es mi hermano, uno de los hermanos míos. ¿Quién es el hermano mío? Mi hermano. ¿Quién es? Meine Broda. Meine Broda. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama mi hermano?
Abre los ojos. Abre los ojos. ¿Quién es este?
No sé.
Mírale la nariz. Oh. Mírale la boca. ¿Quién es este? ¿Quién es este? ¿Cómo se llama él?
Alfonso.
Es una cosa.
No,
¿Cómo se llama ese tío?
no sé.
Tú sabes.
Mira, mira, ese es mi bebé, el bebé mío, mira mi bebé.
No sé. No,
¿Quién?
no.
¿Quién es? Estoy roncando. Estoy roncando. Otro día. Otro día, hasta ahora ya no salgo de aquí. Ya. Dime. Voy a papá.
Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. That one out of here. Up onto the rooftop area. And that one's gone into the second deck. It's out of here into the upper deck. Goodbye. Look out, upper deck. the upper deck. It's out of here into the visitors' bullpen. 4 in a row now. There's a home run. And there it goes into the bleacher seats. No question about that one.
Usted me ha invitado muchas veces y nunca me he pagado.
It's out of here. Heads up, bleachers. Oh, that's a monster home run. Timber! That one's into the tree bar.
Yo tengo dinero.
Another
Tengo
home
dinero.
run. Gone. That's his first home run. No doubt about that one. That's 3 in a row now. That's number 4 in a row. Five straight home runs. 6 consecutive home runs. Make it 7 in a row now. That one out of here and into the second deck. That's 9 straight home runs. That's 10 in a row now. See you later. Into the bleachers. Yet another one. And yet another to the street. Goodbye. He takes on the bleacher section. monster home run.
No, tú se lo diste en la boca.
His third consecutive
Tú se lo diste en la boca.
number 4 in a row. Let's go. Home run number 19. Another home run. Another home run. Gone. That's his first home run. Goodbye. That's into the bullpen. His third in a row. Four in a row now. It's out of here. Into the rock. Wow. 6 consecutive home runs. See you later. That one's in the bullpen. That's gone. Home run number 8. Make it 9 home runs. That's 3 in a row now. That's number 4 in a row. That is now 5 in a row. Six consecutive home runs. Ladies and gentlemen, your home run derby champion, David Ortiz.
Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's Lamont Wade
San
Jr.
Francisco, the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
And there's a base hit to left. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Willie Adames stands in. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Nobody out, runner at first. Next one misses, and that is ball one. And there's a strike. Good here, 98.
But don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The third baseman.
So bases all loaded up. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And that is out of play. Wade, the runner at third. Adames on second. Lee on at first with nobody out.
Ball, that's out.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, 1 strike.
To third might be 2. He comes home with it, and they'll just get the 1.
The left fielder, Elliott Ramos.
Here's Elliott Ramos.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And that drops in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
To third. Base hit. 1 run in already. Throw into third. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Marlins, Jesus Tinoco.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Tap foul at the plate. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Rip towards third. 2 away. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Lake Backer up and loosening in the pen. Enriquez getting loose as well. The 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. 1 runs in, another comes in to score. It's 4-zip. The throw to second is offline.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line, and once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
So runner at second, 2 down. And up next for the Giants, Patrick Bailey. In there, and it's 0-1. And that's outside. Runner at second, 2 down.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls,
in the dirt. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Giants 4 and the Marlins coming up.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Logan Webb.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Webb, a former All-Star, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Line drive, Yastrzemski flashes the leather on the run and catch. And let's take a look at the lineup. City, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
So up next, Kyle Stowers. And that's in for a strike. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One out, base is empty. And that's down and away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Agustin Ramirez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Two out, space is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Giants 4 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Blake Backer. Christian Cox getting ready to hit.
Second baseman, Christian Cox.
Outside, ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Wade in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
One down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one blasted deep to right. Stowers going back on this one, and that's going to bang against the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed. That's in there, and the count 1-1. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Wade, the runner at second with 1 away. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Man at second. There's a high chopper. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next for the Giants, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Foul ball there.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Sanchez puts it away, and
listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise.